Hello, it's Robledo again, and it's been a while again since the last video, but I'm very excited to get these videos finally out. Been very busy month of March and February. This race was recorded on February 1st. That's how behind I am, and today is March 16th. So, we are here at Daytona, and once again, just like I mentioned in the last video from a month ago now, my mic didn't record.
You hear me? I hear you.
So I'm having to do a voiceover. I'm also in a radio channel with Bearder, hoping maybe we can work together and I can push him along, maybe get him a win or something. Let's see. Honestly, that was the goal. Just to stick behind him and try to get him a win. So I didn't have any expectations for myself this race other than just try to push him along. I do not have much experience here at Daytona or Talladega. My only super speeder race was at Talladega last season in the OCRP season. But this is Fast Chair Racing Series now. So basically the same guys, some new faces here. But no more OCRP iRacing Series. It is now the Fast Chair Racing Series.
There, Robert?
It's a funny little radio
Me?
thing going on here.
You talking to me?
No, Robert Webb. Nice bright red car.
Thank you. Very nice and shiny.
We're good too, Bearder. That felt kind of mean.
It's okay, Bearder. I like your lime green good vibes car too. Honestly, I don't know what team I'm running. I haven't looked at this car since the last time we ran it. Looks like Starry. Oh, yeah.
You're a star.
Alright, well, the race is about to start. So yeah, like I mentioned, I did not record my mic.
Bookman, you can
So
go into
there
the
will
moon, and I
be,
can't see you, so I'll try to hold off a
some
little
weird
bit.
points where I'm being talked to or I'm talking to someone and it didn't come through. So, and I don't really remember much about this race. I got the little details, so I might like see something I don't remember at all. But luckily, in this duel, we got 10 laps and we are with Bearder, so I was hoping.
Sorry, boys, missed third.
I was hoping to work with Bearder and maybe push him to the win. I'm not really comfortable at super speedways. This is my second super speedway race. The first one being at Talladega last season in OCRP, and I didn't really get much experience there because I went lap down and all this weird stuff was happening with the pits. So I don't have much experience pushing or being pushed. So it was a chaotic little start. Someone missed the gear in the trial and down the back stretch or something. So I checked this up and immediately that separated Bearder and I, so unfortunately couldn't get any teamwork. We're not on teams, but like I couldn't really work together with him. Doesn't matter though, because he's up to third on his own, so it's pretty cool. Luckily for the duels, there's no like yikes.
Sorry, Will.
I forgot about this. Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a sketchy moment. But what was I saying? Man, I am rusty again. Oh, I remember. Just getting some practice. And seeing how you do this. I'm not, like I said, I'm not very experienced on super speedways. So we got our first caution, and we are gonna cut and skip ahead. Alright, here's the restart. Luckily, cautions did not count, so we didn't waste a bunch of laps, and I can get some practice. and we're down to a 7th. Yeah, duh. I look at the relative. I'm like, what are we down to? 7th. So, yeah. So using this little short race as a practice and trying to get an idea of how some of these drivers race on super speedways to know who I should avoid or work with. One thing I want to mention is that this first race I was in between like setups, as in like my sim setup, nothing fancy, but I was using a little temporary table, and I was not comfortable at all. So my pedals were like so close up to my like legs. I don't know. I couldn't like push my legs out all the way, and it was very hard to get into the brakes. So I know in super speedways, I assume based off of what people say, you should use your brakes to slow yourself down a bit from hitting the guy in front of you too hard. But I was using my throttle in this because I just could not get my keep my foot on the brake pedal this entire time. So that kind of messed with me, I guess. So yeah, it was just a little weird setup. That's something I want to mention in case someone's judging out there and seeing my brake input being non-existent. So
Sorry, Andrew, I didn't mean to pull out like that. I thought I had a better run.
You're all good, John.
a bit of shuffling going around. Just kind of staying back again, just observing. We're halfway through this, and yeah, just observing. We don't want to get too crazy here.
46.698. Going well. Keep at it.
Here, I'm gonna make a move to the outside just to see what I can do. Realizing it doesn't work. I guess it did work. I was thinking it was another point in the race. Like I said, this was over a month ago, so I can't remember exactly everything. I'm trying to use the outside. Now we're going to drop back down, so we didn't gain a spot going around someone like that. Caleb blinking a bit and backing out a ton, so that threw me off a lot. One thing that's motivating me to get this out is this past week. I'm recording this on the 16th. We raced at Michigan, and that was a ton of fun. And I really want to upload that. So I got 6 other races to go through before I upload that. And same with the BRC. The BRC season already ended, and I've only uploaded 1 race. So yeah, I want to upload everything hopefully by the time the next BRC season starts. Here we go, now making some moves. Gonna side draft Caleb, pull away from him. Didn't work. So I'm gonna drop back down. Sorry, Andrew. That probably pissed him off. He's probably gonna push me, but I don't want to get out of line, really. I wasn't comfortable. So here's Robert Webb on the outside in the Dr. Pep car. Here I get another good run. I'm gonna side draft Caleb. Bottom line checks up a bit, so that really helped me out. Gained 1 spot. Pretty good move. I was proud of myself. Not gonna lie. Timing that perfectly. Here's another bottom line checks up a bit again. And the side draft Warndorf. Side draft, you can see that side draft really working. Completely put him away from Bearder. And still pulling him back. Unfortunately, I don't have help. Now I do. Here's Robert pushing me now. Give me a pretty bad push. Well, it wasn't actually. It wasn't a bad push. I was just not comfortable at all, and I want to get down here with Bearder, but I'm kind of stuck behind, or stuck on a line, blocked in by Robert, and then Bearder jumps outside of that, so that kind of bummed me out. But that top line is moving. We are third in line on the bottom. Now with Wes. I'm just so nervous to like push. I know like obviously you shouldn't push going into the corner. Probably really shouldn't push in throughout the corner, throughout the turn. But yeah, so right here, gonna close up on to Wes, but then I get turned by Robert Webb, and that kind of killed that finish for us. Luckily, it was just a duel, so I it's not gonna affect me like points or anything. So that sucked, but gave me a really good idea of what this kind of racing is like.
Yeah, nice finish, boys.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. I just wish I went green. Well, it did go green, but I wish I
That's right, Jerry.
didn't wreck. So here's a replay. So Robert tries going to the middle, and it just wasn't. The gap was closing between Bearder and I, and there wasn't room. So here's a, I guess, fast forwarded version of my little moves that I was proud of. Didn't work the first time. Waited again. Side draft Caleb. Pull around. Do the same thing with Orndorff. That side draft is pretty powerful. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Fortunately ended the way it did, but a very good learning experience. Yeah. Alright, 40 laps at Daytona. Let's hope I don't make the same mistakes as I did in Talladega with the pit road and what else did I mess up on Talladega? I think it was all just pit lane stuff that put me behind. So let's see how it goes.
Stay low. Keep low. Hold your line. Stay low.
Sorry for the notification here. Dang, Duolingo is getting me at all times of the day, reminding me from my Spanish lesson.
Stay low.
So a bit wonky going on up here in front of me. I didn't really like what I'm seeing. I don't want to fall so far back though that I lose the draft. Yeah, I just not like what I'm seeing. So I'm just laying back. We skip at lap 5. So I did cut this video up. Well, yeah, of course. I'm looking at my video. It says 28 minutes. So this is not going to be I'm not showing the full race here. A lot of it was just me staying back and observing everyone, and hoping to avoid a crash. But yeah, again, I am realizing getting out of the gas so much like I am kind of like wobbles my car around. So I guess that's the reason why to use the brakes instead of the gas pedal. 202 down the backstretch again. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing out of Robert here in the DoorDash Dr. Pepper car. Just kind of swerving back and forth. So gonna try to follow Leo here. Of course, one of the faster guys in the league. Try to get away from Robert. I wasn't really comfortable around him. I'm sorry, Robert. But I'm sure there are people after this race that will not feel comfortable around me. So Skip ahead again, lap 10. Not much going on. I remember throughout this race, no, actually, here's Robert giving you a pretty bad push. Like, that was genuinely bad. I do remember that in the race. I did not like how I was pushed there. PTSD from the duel. And yeah, like yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying. And I was not comfortable. So hopefully I didn't scare Leo. But again, he probably saw that and he probably thought it was me not knowing how to take a bump. That top line right there is getting a bit dangerous. Don't like what I'm seeing at all, but I'm gonna go for it here. I'm not backing up. So looks like that 32 is wobbling around a lot as well. And right here I'm pushing. Come on, let's try to get past the 70 and maybe we can clear this mess going on. Unfortunately, West moves up there, so that line is not slowing down anytime soon. Lap 16. Mitchell shoots to the outside. And here's our buddy Bearder catching up to him on the bottom line. I don't want to zoom right up to him because I don't want to check up the bottom line, but they're checking up a lot in front of us. A ton. Checked up down to 180. So that was weird. Didn't like that. I'm just trying to chill. Not really make any moves. 3 wide. That lime green car in the top lane got on the wall. Wrecking in turn 2. I don't think they actually were. I think it was just false alarm. So we're in 16th-ish. And a very late call to the pits. I do remember this. This kind of upset me because that was just very late. And that was telling that to Beater. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, just him.
I messed up the line. We'll see what everyone's doing. I might go this time if we see a few others are. If it's just us two, that's not going to work out.
Yeah, just telling him here on the radio. I forgot what I said. I don't know if I said just yes. But we have Wreck in front of us.
Wrecking.
Squeezing through. And Mitchell sliding around. Ooh, that was close.
Make it out.
Yeah, that was a very close incident.
You can get caught up in that.
Well, I was planning on telling Bearder, was it just just call it whenever he wanted to go in behind him and I'll just follow him through. Yeah, here I am just telling him.
That was the 5 in front of me.
That was
I like dodged that whole thing. It was like slow motion.
Yeah, just letting him know that was a close call for me. Fortunately, I didn't get a replay now. I'm realizing in my editing. Oh well. That would have been a cool little shot. So we're past halfway. We don't need to pit. I did pit on that last caution. So no more pitting. We're done pitting. And yeah, I think I took tires. Yes, I did take tires just for the sake of taking tires. And unfortunately, during that pit stop sequence, I did lose touch with Bearder a bit. Another wreck in turn 4. Oh, yeah. I was so confused during that little situation because the spotter told me wrecking in turn 4. I'm like, what? I'm in turn 4.
All good.
And again, just barely making it by. So, yep, just letting Bearder know I'm all good. I just want to like get to him just to work together and, you know, trusting him, knowing, you know, he's not gonna make any crazy moves, and, you know, so he knows he has someone secure, I guess, behind him that will just follow him, do whatever he wants. But so yeah, we're still split up. He's pretty far up there. I'm gonna have to make some spotty moves to make it up there with him, but we'll see what happens. Just 11 laps to go, so the bottom line checking up a ton. We saw someone dip below the yellow line. I think that was Clayton. Probably some pushing gone wrong a bit, so that was a close call. Bottom line checking up a bit. Again, we skip ahead, not much happened until here. Lap 34, 7 laps to go. Big checkup. I think Andrew was trying to let in Kyle Carpenter in on the bottom line, and that checked us up a lot. I didn't expect that. So sorry, Andrew. That was a bit sketchy. Just letting him know that. I think that was the reason for that radio message. Just letting him know. Sorry for yeah, for pushing him like that. Now we're gonna speed ahead, zoom ahead, because we're kind of just stuck in this back and forth motion with the bottom line and the top line. What's hard for me to gauge is, like, should I be pushing Andrew now? Should I back off? You know, we've lost touch of the top 4, I think. Yeah, the top 4 have pulled away. They probably wouldn't have, maybe, if I pushed Andrew more. I'm not sure. I'm new to the super speedways. But now we're getting a little bit crazy here. Everyone's trying to jockey for position for the finish. Andrew. Ooh, that was so sketchy. Luckily, we all just had enough space to get through there. And that was alright. But the top 4 are gone. So with 3 laps to go, there's no way we're winning this race unless the top 4 start making some moves against each other and we all line up in a perfect straight line to catch up to them, which we almost are. Being side drafted by Mitchell here though. So now this line in front of us is getting away. We bang doors a bit. Andrew's giving a toe to Mitchell, but I'm gonna blow past him. I was thinking here going to the outside. I'm like, I don't have enough space, or I don't have enough of a run to get past Andrew. So here I'm thinking, oh, we're on the line, let's just chill. And then I said, nah, I'm gonna peek out to the outside, and something happened that shuffled everyone around. I think Nick Gould had an issue and kind of scattered us all over. So it kind of worked out right here in our favor. Mitchell's giving us a push. Yeah, so yeah, Nick had an issue. Got a huge run thanks to Mitchell. And I kind of make a last second decision. I was trying to go to the inside or the outside. I don't know what I was doing. Final lap. Mitchell gives us a huge push, sending us sideways. Bang doors with, I think it was Tyler there in the Lumar scheme. And I'm all over the track. I cannot handle this. The pushing, you can see my steering wheel just wobbling back and forth. Kyle goes to the inside, and Mitchell
Losing on the car in front. The gap is
giving me
3
an
seconds.
amazing
Stay inside.
push,
You're losing on the car in front.
and we get
The
around
gap
so
is
many drivers
3.2
there.
seconds.
Good one, Kyle.
Kyle Cleveland wins the
Braking on
race.
the front stretch.
We do make it to the top
Thanks, bud.
5.
I owe you one.
So thank you, Mitchell. That was a
Wait, hang on.
very scary.
There's the checkered flag.
Yeah, very scary, but we did it.
Stay
So
sharp, driver. Braking in the tri-oval.
it took me like that once. So from turn 1 to the backstretch, I couldn't handle my car. I was not comfortable being pushed. But then I finally going down the backstretch and pushing me, I finally realized how to handle it, I guess. So here's a replay. You have Nick. He had some issue, and we just get a massive run from
Oh, God
Mitchell.
bless you guys for not
Mitchell's in
running
that
over.
green car, green and black,
I thought about it.
and on the race he was yellow. So here I gave a pretty bad push to Tyler. I should have just decided straight up, am I going to go down or just stay behind him? And I was kind of back and forth. Big push from Mitchell. I wasn't expecting it to do that to me. And I'm just wobbling all over the place, creating chaos. But look at this massive run. How far back we are from Kyle. And Mitchell just pushes me. Awesome. So thank you, Mitchell. That was a great run. Great way to start the season. Top 5. And Bearder ended up finishing 4th,
one,
so
Kyle.
we ended up being back-to-back anyways, 4th and 5th. So
Thanks,
a
bud.
great way
I owe
to
you
start
one.
the season for the Fast Chair Racing Series. This was a ton of fun.
Wait, hang on to that damn thing, Robledo.
Yep. So Kyle Cleveland, points leader, 44. We are 5th, of course. First race of the season, 39
Thanks, and
points.
Sorry to whoever was in the Lumar seeing my nearly wrecked you guys.
So yeah, a great race. Sketchy for most of it, but turned out all right. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a lot of videos to edit and churn out. I'm hoping to get them all done before the next BRC season, and which is in like mid-April. And yeah, those BRC races and the Move and Muscle series, tons of fun each race. Not overselling it. Tons and tons of fun each race. Looking forward to editing all those and publishing them. So yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe for those coming up, and goodbye.